Being strict with yourself looks like this. You do the things you say you're going to do, you keep promises with yourself, and you do not negotiate with your feelings. Discipline is so attractive, and it builds confidence and it builds self-respect. You cannot demand from others what you do not practice yourself. So if you're complaining about your friends not showing up for you or your partner not showing enough interest in you, you need to get really honest with yourself and make sure you are going above and beyond for the people in your life first. The fastest way to raise your standards is to look inward and start with yourself. How are you showing up in your own life? How are you showing up for yourself? Are you making excuses? Are you being lazy? Are you being a really good friend? Are you being a good daughter, sister? Are you being a good partner? Your life is going to reflect exactly what you tolerate in it, and you need to make sure that you are not tolerating the bare minimum and excuses from yourself. If you're having trouble getting honest with yourself and seeing kind of the big picture in this, I would do a life audit to start. I'd literally get a piece of paper, a pen, write out all the categories in your life. Social life, romantic, work, health, family. Under each category, I'd write what your main goal is or how you want to feel in that area of your life. I would then write what the reality is, and I'd write what's working and what's not working. You can do this in so many different ways, but that's how I like to do it. From there, your goal, your dream scenario in each category, that should be your standard in that category. So from there, that is going to help you get really clear on your expectations and what you're wanting. But again, based on that, you need to make sure you are checking yourself. Am I showing up in the way that I want my friends to show up for me? Am I showing up for my partner how I want him to show up for me? Be really honest with yourself, get granular in each area of your life. Standards start within. Discipline is hot. It is so important to set standards for yourself. Standards compound over time. So as each area of your life improves, that goalpost is going to keep moving. So the sooner you can get extremely clear on your expectations and your standards, the better off you will be. So good luck on your strict journey. I promise, strict is sexy.
This may come as a surprise, but you actually don't have to be nice to men. It's really not a requirement of theirs. I've never been nice to a man a day in my life, and all my men love me. I'm working on learning how to love them back, but that's a different conversation. My point is, you don't have to be nice to them. But don't get that confused with being mean, because don't nobody want all that fussing, fighting, cussing, nagging, bitching, moaning on stuff all the time. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just mean they like to fear you a little bit. You know, they like to be like, yeah, no, my girl, she ain't going for none of that. They want you to run a strict program. You ask a man that's been married for about 60, 70 years how they did it, that man is a little bit scared of her, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay, because when you're too nice, they look at that as pushover. You give him an inch, he's going to try to take a mile. You let him have that little mile. You can keep that. Next thing you know, that man done took 10. Before you know it, you look up your nigga somewhere overseas. Like, not around here, partner.
And another thing, take care of yourself so you don't become a hater. Internally, but also physically. Get closer to God. Love yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Get to know how to love yourself. But very importantly is also externally. Okay. Get to know what you love about yourself and your futures and how to enhance those things. So you don't become that girl that look at the next girl and say, oh, she thinks she cute. She thinks she all that. Why are you always dressed up? Why do you always have makeup on? Take care of yourself so you don't become that girl. Because she is who she thinks she is. All right? She's taking care of herself. She's going to the gym. She's reading her Bible. She's doing the self-work. She's taking care of her body. She's doing the skincare things. You know, all of that. You are the problem, not her. When you have to question another person's behavior because they're looking different than you.
Okay, I thought I'll share my boundaries as someone who is known for being very strict. These are just some of my boundaries I have with people to better our relationships for the both of us, because y'all ain't gonna do it, so I got to. So, first boundary is I do not want my man to follow me on social media. Like, anybody I'm seriously talking to, we don't need to exchange socials. Why do you? And then on top of that, don't follow me on every social media platform. Like, you might have my Instagram, but why do you need my TikTok? You're not my target audience. Why are you here? Number one. Two, I do not let people borrow money from me. If I care about our relationship, no, you cannot borrow money. If there's a situation that money needs to be exchanged, it's a gift. And if you pay me back, cool. But I've already given it to you with the expectation that I won't receive it back, because money really ruins relationships with people. So I prefer to not let anybody borrow an extreme amount of money, because situations happen, whatever. I'm just not letting people borrow money. Absolutely not. I make it very clear that your lack of preparation is not my emergency. Do not expect for me to pick up and go and do exactly what you need me to do, especially for free. But even then, if you're paying me, even then, because things could be avoided. And it's like people wait till the last minute and then expect for you to be handling their emergency and situation like it's yours. And it's not. It's not my job, my responsibility for me to have to do something just because you waited till the last minute. And I'll already be procrastinating. Absolutely not. You're not adding to my stress. Okay, this is something that's very subjective, but I do not like for people to randomly call me to sit on the phone and yap. Now, if I'm in a mood to talk, I'm in a mood to talk. But like, you're not going to call me multiple times a day, especially as like a man, like somebody I'm pursuing, and just be holding me hostage on the phone for 20, 30 minutes multiple times a day when I have stuff to do. I got work to get done. So it's like, unless somehow I'm just chilling that day, do not call me multiple times and expect for me to answer. I'll call you right back, and don't. I no longer hold on to friendships because of history. If we're still friends, it's because we have things in common today. Like, just because we were friends in high school, college, whatever, does not mean that I'm going to hold on to that friendship just because of that and allow people to be toxic or allow people to disrespect me and mishandle me because we've known each other for a long time. Absolutely not. I would rather go find new friends with some of the same hobbies that I have today, on the same type of timing I'm on today, and not just because we've known each other since childhood. No. Now, this is one I am actually working on, but it's something that I feel like I've always kind of had the gist of it. But I will not compromise my standards just to understand you better and what you got going on. Like, if I'm dating someone or I'm looking to date someone, if you don't have what I need or you can't provide me with what I need, we can no longer talk. We can be friends. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to just cut you to the curb. But like, if you're seriously pursuing me, if you can't provide the dates, provide the communication, if you can't provide the consistency, all the things that I'm looking for, then there's no reason for us to even act like this is going to go anywhere. Like, I'm dating with intention. Like, I'm not compromising just to understand what you got. I used to be so understanding. Oh, okay, I get it. Like, no. I worked to build this. I worked to build my people pleasing ways and get rid of those. Absolutely not. Like, this is about me. This is my me era. Sorry. I will not tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace. This is something I've been doing since a child. Like, I don't care if it's going to disrupt the peace and the order and it's going to create chaos. If I feel disrespected, if I feel like I'm not being cared for in the way that I should be, I gotta let you know. I'm not holding my
There is a reason selfish women get everything in life and you don't. And if you lend me your ear, Diva, I will teach you how to get everything you want in life by being selfish in 3 steps. Number 1, lean in. Listen, selfish women say what they want. When you're selfish, and by selfish, I mean that in the most juicy, the most poignant, the most delicious way, as in, you need to replenish yourself first before other people. Otherwise, they're drinking from a dry well of dryness. So selfish women, they ask for what they want. So if they want sushi tonight, she's going to ask for sushi instead of sulking. If she needs him to come home and fix that shelf, she's going to say exactly that. Men love to have a system of ways they can make you happy. Okay? They love to have an A, B, C, D, F, G and how to make you happy. And if he doesn't want to make you happy, then he doesn't like you enough and he's not for you. Number 2, selfish women don't self-sacrifice. Women have this amazing manipulation technique, and you guys call it love, but it's actually manipulation, where you do a lot for someone in hopes that they will do that thing back for you. That's not how the male brain works. Men think if she's doing this for me, that means I deserve it. Women think if she's doing this for me, that means I got to do it back. So you kill yourself, you give him your best years, you slave away, you do whatever it is, you take on everything onto yourself like a camel in the desert, and then you expect he's going to do it back. No, he's not. He's just going to say, thank you, if that, and move on. Selfish women don't self-sacrifice in the name of love and think somehow it's going to get them merit afterwards. So by not self-sacrificing, they're not stuck with a guy who doesn't want to commit, doesn't love them, doesn't want to do things for them for 700 years waiting for the ring. Okay? Last but not least, selfish women are not afraid to disappoint people. If you are going to thrive in life, if you are going to create a business you want, raise your children in a way you want, and all of these things, and get a man you want, and everything delicious and nutritious, you're going to have to disappoint people. Yes, you are not going to be the communal donkey who does everything for everyone and kills yourself. You're going to have to learn to look at their disappointed faces. But I thought you're going to... Okay, it's okay. You're going to be a little bit disappointed. You're going to survive. I'm doing this for the good of everyone. I am selfish for the good of everyone, because everyone drinks from the well of feminine energy. So when a woman is happy, selfish, that's when everyone else thrives. Look at the times when you see families, relationships, dynamics, when a woman self-sacrifices, even friendships. Are those people thriving? Is everyone happy? No, they're not. Be selfish. Love you.
Here are my strict dating rules that got me married within a year. If a man decides to ghost me once, he is never going to get access to me ever again. If a man feels like it's okay to go ghost on you, to not respond to you for days, weeks on end, all of a sudden just thinks he can come back to you into your life, he's gonna see you as a doormat. My next one is a man that follows any type of IG baddie, any type of OF model. I don't want to deal with a man that has a wandering eye. I really don't. Every guy will say, oh, all men follow them, all men do. My husband just never did that. Like, he has never been that type. When we first started dating and I went through his following, and there were some that I was maybe just a little like okay, and he just unfollowed all of them right then and there. It's not that hard. My next rule is if a man keeps rescheduling a date. Once is fine with good reason. But I talked to a guy who rescheduled with me like 3 separate times, and I just told him, it seems like you don't have the time to be dating or the time for a girlfriend right now. And I wished him the best, and I stopped talking to him. Because if you're actively going to pursue me, you will make sure you're putting in the time and effort to do so. Which leads me to my next rule. He is going to plan and put effort into each date in the beginning. I'm married, and my husband still does this. He still makes the reservations, he still puts in the effort. Or if I mention to him, ooh, this place seems cool, I want to go on this adventure, he'll surprise me with it later. A man that comes out quick with a low effort date, doesn't bother to even plan the date at all, is going to stay like that the entire relationship, because I have been there many times. My last rule is if he has a girl best friend, I cut it out immediately. I'm not going to sit there and try to get in between whatever weirdness they have going on, because that girl best friend is always there as an option. That is his safety net. If me and my man get into an argument, he's going to run to another woman to talk about it, which is not what you do. He's gaining her.
My friend has a saying that's so profound. We'll be talking and she'll say something like, he's not my problem, or she's not my problem, or they're not my problem. And what she means by that is you cannot control what other people do. You can only control how you react to what other people do. So if somebody is mistreating you or they're not living according to your standards, you have a choice on whether or not you want to continue to engage in that situation. You are 100% in control of what you choose to tolerate from other people. And what you choose to tolerate is also a reflection of how you feel about yourself. When you start having a state of mind that you're too good for certain shit and you're not tolerating certain shit, everything begins to change. And sometimes this is a process. This is not something that happens overnight. But as you continue to grow your self-worth, as you grow your self-love, as you grow your self-respect, your tolerance for bullshit is going to be so low. They're going to say you're strict and all of this other shit. Listen, when you're not strict, you get into a lot of bullshit that you would have avoided if you were strict. So strict is going to protect you.